Wemby versus Bol Bol. Who will perform better in the NBA? The NBA has always been a stage for extraordinary talents, but ever so often, a player comes along who seems to defy the very laws of the game. They're like comets streaking across the basketball universe, leaving a trail of awe and disbelief in their wake. Bol Bol was the first of these generational talents, a 7'2" giant who could shoot threes, handle the ball, and block shots with the grace of a guard and the reach of a skyscraper. Now we have Victor Wembanyama, or as the fans like to call him, Wemby. He's the latest sensation to light up the basketball world, and the hype around him is as high as his tall frame. Wemby is like a basketball unicorn, a mythical creature that shouldn't exist. But here he is, dazzling us with his skills and potential. But let's remember Bol Bol in all this Wemby mania. Bol is like the original Star Wars trilogy, a classic that set the bar high. Wemby, on the other hand, is like the new Star Wars sequels, flashy, exciting, and full of promise. But remember, without the original, there would be no sequel. So, while we're all aboard the Wemby hype train, let's not forget to pay our respects to the trailblazer, Bol Bol. But here's the million-dollar question. Who will outshine the other? Will Bol continue his resurgence and prove that the first shall be the last? Or will Wemby, the new kid on the block, steal the spotlight and show the world that the future is now? Before we continue this video, are you ready to showcase your love for the game and make a statement with premium merch? At Full Court, we believe basketball is more than just a game. It's part of our culture and identity. That's why we've curated a collection of merch that captures the essence of your favorite sports teams and players to celebrate the memories that unite us. And here's the best part. Full Court offers free worldwide shipping. No matter where you are, you can join our global community and showcase your passion for basketball. Visit our website, letsplayfullcourt.com, and explore our merch. You can also find a link below this video in the description. Ooh, Let's Play Full Court, baby. Your go-to channel for the most interesting basketball topics on and off the court. So, the basketball world had its eyes glued on Victor Wembanyama, the fresh-faced Frenchman and numero uno of the 2023 NBA Draft. He was all set to dazzle in his San Antonio Spurs jersey in a summer league game against the Charlotte Hornets. Now the reviews are in, and they're as mixed as a bartender's cocktail shaker on a Saturday night. Our young star's stat line read like a decent grocery list: 9 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 blocks. Some keyboard warriors on social media had a field day, roasting Wemby for getting dunked on, crossed over, and pushed around like a shopping cart with a wonky wheel. But the more grounded fans, the ones who understand that Rome wasn't built in a day, saw a young player adjusting to the NBA's pace and style. The Spurs rookie dazzled everyone after a lackluster performance in his debut, and some quickly labeled him a bust. Judging a player after one game is like judging a book by its cover or a movie by its trailer. You wouldn't call a baby a bust for stumbling on its first steps, would you? Wembanyama's second game was a testament to his resilience and potential. He was like a phoenix rising from the ashes of his debut, showing us all that he's not just another tall tale. In a pre-game interview, Wemby was asked about his focus for the game. His response was as refreshing as a cold lemonade on a hot summer day. He emphasized the importance of being himself, having fun, and focusing on making his teammates better. He also mentioned that his current focus is on gaining experience and learning, as the real competition starts with the season. If you were expecting Wemby Mania to kick off with fireworks and a marching band, you might have been a bit disappointed. But if you were looking for a young player with a mature mindset, focusing on teamwork and personal growth, then you hit the jackpot. On the defensive end, Wemby was as solid as a brick wall, grabbing rebounds, blocking shots, and protecting the rim like it owed him money. Offensively, he showed vision, a decent mid-range game, and strong finishes in the paint. While the NBA's three-point distance might still be a bit of a stretch for him, he's been called a unicorn, an alien, a generational talent, and a whole thesaurus of other glowing adjectives, and he's living up to every single one of those monikers. In his second Summer League game, Wembanyama showed us all why these monikers might just stick. He delivered a double-double for the San Antonio Spurs, scoring 27 points on 9 of 14 shooting, grabbing 12 rebounds and 3 blocks. Just like Britney Spears' iconic song, "Hit Me Baby One More Time," Victor Wembanyama had us all singing along, waiting for one more game, one more chance to see him in action during the NBA 2K24 Summer League. But the Spurs management, playing the role of the protective parent, decided to hit the pause button, wrapping up Wemby's Summer League journey after just 2 games. Despite the short stint, there are areas where Wemby can improve. His debut game was a reminder that transitioning to the NBA is no small feat. The pace, the physicality, and the level of competition are all steps up from what young players are used to. Wemby will need to work on his strength and conditioning, his decision-making under pressure, and his consistency on both ends of the floor. But the potential this young man has shown in just 2 games, he's given up a glimpse of what he could become. A versatile big man who can score, rebound, and block shots. He's a player who can stretch the floor, protect the rim, and run the floor like a guard. He's stepping away to focus on preparing for the upcoming NBA season. And when he steps back onto the court, we might just see a player who's ready to take the NBA by storm. So let's give our young unicorn some time to grow his horn. After all, we wouldn't want him to turn into a one-hit wonder, would we? Okay, enough with Wemby. I've talked all day about him. It's time we acknowledge the prototype of modern NBA centers, Bol Bol. He was on a mission when Bol set foot in Orlando during the 2022 season. In the brief moments he graced the court, it was as clear as a slam dunk that this towering 7'2" giant was brimming with talent. His unique ability to dribble like a guard despite his skyscraper stature was perfect in a league that's increasingly putting a premium on such versatility. His journey in Denver, however, was more like a block shot. Injuries played defense on his progress, but the Denver Nuggets also had the most intense pressure in the league, the quest for the championship. They did not have time to develop a still raw big man, even with his skills. On the other hand, Orlando was like an open court for Bol. The Magic passed him the ball, giving him all the opportunity he could want to shoot his shot. But, as in any game, things change. The Magic are now moving the ball out of the freewheeling rebuild stage. They're no longer the team for second chances and second draft opportunities. The Orlando Magic are moving on to the next phase of their rebuilding journey by giving Bol Bol the boot, waving goodbye to the chance of nurturing a talented player in favor of bringing in some seasoned veterans to strengthen their roster. It's like the Magic have decided to switch gears, leaving behind the development of a rising star and opting instead for the reliability of experienced players. They're choosing the path of steady progress, similar to trading the excitement of a roller coaster ride for the comfort of cruising down a smooth highway. Getting consistent playing time for the first time in his career, Bol averaged 9.1 points per game, 5.8 rebounds per game, and 1.2 block shots per game. He shot 54.6% from the floor and 26.5% from beyond the arc. He was a true revelation with his ability to grab rebounds and glide down the court in transition. Defenses could not quite figure out how to stop him, and when he had a head of steam behind him, he could change directions and weave through defenses with ease to finish with highlight creating plays. In a rebuilding situation, Bol would be considered one of the bright spots. He would be a young player the team could continue investing in. He could even be considered a good reclamation project. But Orlando is not in a rebuilding situation anymore, having found their centerpiece players in Paolo Banchero and Wendell Carter. The Magic are thinking a bit more about what this team needs to do to win. They are thinking about competing more seriously. Their off-season moves suggest this too, with the addition of rookies Anthony Black and Jet Howard now occupying the role of development projects. Everyone else has to be able to fill a role and help this team reach that winning goal. If there is a sure sign that Orlando is expecting a lot more from this season, it is the decision to let a player with Bol's potential and ability go. The Magic simply do not have the space to let Bol make mistakes and explore every facet of his game. Bol is a young player who needs an environment that can let him explore, including making mistakes as he learns from experience. That is the only way he can get better. The Magic do not have that anymore. They aim for bigger goals and will have less patience for more veteran players to make the kinds of mistakes Bol made. Orlando already made its decision in reducing his minutes later into the season, and so this decision seemed inevitable. The Magic experienced fleeting moments of defensive brilliance with Bol Bol on the court, but his offensive contributions couldn't live up to the initial hype. He was like a flickering candle, casting some light on the defensive end, but struggling to ignite a blazing fire on offense. It's as if he started the race with a burst of speed but couldn't maintain the necessary pace. Ultimately, the team needed reliable scoring, and Bol Bol fell short of those expectations. While both players possess unique qualities and skills, Wembanyama has been commended for his superior ball handling, finishing, shooting, and defensive abilities. His height, mobility, frame, and quick decision-making contribute to his overall game, making him stand out in various aspects. This sets him apart from Bol Bol in terms of skill set and potential. It's exciting to witness Victor Wembanyama and Bol Bol as they build their confidence and develop maturity in their respective careers. They bring different strengths and qualities to the game, and it will be fascinating to see how they progress and potentially compete against each other in the future. We hope you enjoyed our video topic today. Interact with us. Subscribe and hit the notification button to be notified when we upload more content. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below. Also, feel free to suggest any topics you would like to see on this channel, Full Court.